August 22, 2025, 2:14 a.m. local time, the Strait of Hormuz, where the Persian Gulf narrows to just 21 nautical miles between Iran and Oman. Through this choke point flows one-third of the world's seaborne petroleum traffic, 17 million barrels per day valued at approximately $1.4 billion in crude oil alone. At this moment, USS Dwight D. Eisenhower, a Nimitz-class supercarrier displacing 97,000 tons and valued at $4.5 billion, maintains station 85 nautical miles southeast of the Iranian coastline. Her escorting Arleigh Burke-class destroyer, USS Laboon, operates Aegis radar systems capable of tracking 100-plus targets simultaneously out to 400 kilometers. Together with USS Arleigh Burke herself and one Virginia-class attack submarine running silent at 400 feet depth, they form Carrier Strike Group 12, a naval force projection package representing over $15 billion in hardware and carrying 5,000 personnel. This is not just a naval deployment. This is the intersection of economic necessity and strategic volatility, where miscalculation costs are measured not in damaged equipment, but in global oil prices and regional stability. What follows is a realistic simulation based on documented capabilities, established naval doctrine, and the unforgiving mathematics of modern naval warfare. Like, subscribe, and stay with us for the complete tactical breakdown. 2:14 a.m. August 22nd. The Eisenhower's Combat Information Center tracks 12 surface contacts 40 nautical miles north-northeast. Classification: Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps Navy fast attack boats. Baghramar-class vessels displacing just 8 tons each but capable of 40-plus knots and armed with heavy machine guns and unguided rocket pods. Cost per boat: approximately $500,000. Combined threat value: $6 million in aging hardware approaching a $4.5 billion capital ship. The tactical picture appears routine. IRGC Navy has conducted similar close approaches 17 times in the past 4 months. What the Fifth Fleet terms unsafe and unprofessional maneuvers. Each previous incident de-escalated through bridge-to-bridge warnings and graduated responses. Rules of engagement remain clear. Hostile intent must be established before weapons release. What operators in the CIC cannot yet know is that coastal radar stations 120 kilometers inland are tracking the strike group with unusual precision. At Bandar Abbas Naval Facility, IRINS Sahand, a Mauj-class frigate displacing 1,500 tons and equipped with Chinese-designed C-802 anti-ship missiles, has cleared harbor and turned south. Estimated cost: $150 million. Crew complement: 140 personnel. Maximum range of primary armament: 120 kilometers. The fast boats are not the main effort, they are the distraction. 2:41 a.m. USS Laboon's air search radar registers altitude spike at bearing 358 degrees, range 78 kilometers. Computer correlation identifies launch signature consistent with coastal anti-ship missile system. Within 0.6 seconds, automated threat assessment classifies profile as Noor missile, Iranian domestically produced variant of the Chinese C-802. Flight characteristics: sea skimming terminal phase at 1520 meters altitude, Mach 0.9 cruise speed, 165 kilogram high explosive warhead. Time to impact at current trajectory: 4 minutes, 35 seconds. Second launch signature detected. Same bearing, 2.1 seconds after initial detection. 2 Noor missiles inbound. Aegis combat system does not request permission. It executes. USS Laboon's forward Mk-41 vertical launch system ripple fires 4 RIM 162 evolved Sea Sparrow missiles in 3.2 seconds. Cost per ESSM: $1.4 million. Total defensive expenditure in under 4 seconds: $5.6 million to counter an attack package valued at approximately $3.2 million. The mathematics are brutal, but they are also irrelevant. The destroyer's mission is not cost efficiency, it is survival. 2:45 a.m. First intercept confirmed at 42 kilometers range, altitude 18 meters. Infrared signature bloom indicates successful warhead detonation. ESSM's 39-kilogram fragmentation warhead shreds the Noor's airframe into debris spreading across 200 meters of ocean surface. Second Noor missile continues track, its guidance system locked onto Laboon's radar emissions. Engagement envelope closing. Range: 31 kilometers. Time to impact: 118 seconds. Third and fourth ESSM missiles engage simultaneously from different azimuth angles. Standard doctrine to maximize probability of kill against sea skimmers. Double detonation recorded at 24 kilometers. Threat eliminated. Total engagement time from initial detection to final intercept: 287 seconds. The fast attack boats accelerate to attack speed. What had appeared as aggressive posturing now resolves into coordinated assault pattern. Iranian doctrine calls this swarming tactics. Multiple low-value assets overwhelming defensive systems through sheer numbers. 12 boats each carrying unguided 107mm rocket pods, effective range 2 kilometers, circular error probable 50 meters against stationary target. USS Arleigh Burke's 25mm Bushmaster chain guns open fire at 3,500 meters. Engagement is not precision, it is suppression. Curtain of fire walks across wave tops at 200 rounds per minute per mount. 3 fast boats break formation. 2 more absorb direct hits. Fiberglass hulls rupture. Engines detonate. Fuel ignites. Within 90 seconds, 5 boats are burning or sinking. The remaining 7 boats turn north at flank speed. The swarm tactic collapses under defensive fire superiority they were not equipped to overcome. 3:32 a.m. Strike Group 12's E-2D Hawkeye airborne early warning aircraft, orbiting at 25,000 feet, 120 nautical miles from the carrier, detects surface contact departing Bandar Abbas at 28 knots. Electronic signature matches IRINS Sahand. The frigate is not fleeing, it is advancing. Tactical assessment reaches Admiral commanding the strike group within 4 minutes. Sahand represents Iran's most capable surface combatant in theater. Her C-802 missiles outrange anything the destroyer escorts carry except Harpoon anti-ship missiles and SM-6 multi-purpose interceptors. But Sahand herself is outranged by carrier-based Fa-18 Super Hornets equipped with AGM-158C LRASM, the long-range anti-ship missile. Maximum LRASM range, 370 kilometers. Sahand's air defense capability, limited. She carries point defense systems adequate against subsonic cruise missiles at close range, but lacks the radar horizon and interceptor inventory to defend against saturation strike from beyond visual range. The Admiral's calculus is straightforward. Sahand represents escalatory threat. Eliminating her before she closes to missile range is lawful self-defense under maritime rules of engagement. But sinking an Iranian Navy capital ship crosses threshold from skirmish to open naval combat. Decision time, 12 minutes before Sahand reaches optimum launch position, 6:18 a.m. 4 Fa-18E Super Hornets launch from Eisenhower's catapults in 90-second intervals. Each aircraft carries 2 AGM-158C LRASM missiles, stealth cruise missiles with autonomous targeting, terrain-masking flight profiles, and 450-kilogram penetrating warheads. Unit cost per LRASM, $4.1 million total strike package value, $32.8 million not including aircraft operational costs. Target value: IRINS Sahand at $150 million replacement cost, plus 140 crew, plus strategic significance as symbol of Iranian naval power projection. The strike package does not close to visual range. At 240 kilometers from target, all 8 LRASMs release. The missiles drop to 50 feet above ocean surface, autonomous guidance systems activated, radar cross-sections reduced through shaping and materials to approximately 0.01 square meters, roughly equivalent to a seabird on Iranian radar scopes. Flight time to target, 18 minutes at Mach 0.85, 6:36 a.m. IRINS Sahand's air search radar detects inbound contacts at 65 kilometers, far closer than doctrine anticipates for subsonic threats. 4 contacts resolve on scopes. Sahand's captain orders evasive maneuvers and activates Fajr 27 point defense gun system, a 35mm automated system derived from Chinese designs, maximum effective range 4 kilometers. The frigate cannot outrun Mach 0.85. It cannot outturn autonomous targeting. Physics does not negotiate. At 12 kilometers, LRASM flight profiles diverge, programmed to attack from multiple vectors simultaneously, denying single-axis defense. Sahand's point defense system engages closest threat at 3.8 kilometers. Tracers arc across dawn sky. 1 LRASM fragments under direct hit, tumbling into the Gulf in pieces. 7 missiles remain inbound. Engagement time remaining, 24 seconds. 3 LRASMs strike Sahand's port side between bridge and forward weapon mount. Penetrating warheads detonate inside hull spaces. Blast overpressure ruptures bulkheads, ignites missile magazine, triggers secondary explosions. 4th LRASM impacts superstructure, destroying radar and communications arrays. The frigate does not sink immediately. She burns. Fire spreads through passageways where watertight integrity has been compromised by internal explosions. Crew attempts damage control, but systems are offline, communications severed, command structure disrupted by casualties in the bridge area. By 7:20 a.m., IRINS Sahand lists 35 degrees to port. At 8:14 a.m., she capsizes. At 8:51 a.m., she disappears beneath the surface in 200 meters of water, 48 nautical miles from Iranian territorial waters. Casualty estimate: 94 killed, 31 rescued by Iranian patrol boats arriving 4 hours post-sinking. 10:30 a.m., August 22nd. Iranian coastal anti-ship batteries launch coordinated salvo. 14 Nor and Quadr missiles targeting USS Arleigh Burke and USS Laboon simultaneously. This is not tactical response. This is operational level retaliation. Aegis systems aboard both destroyers detect launches within 1.2 seconds. Automated engagement sequences activate. SM-2 standard missiles for long-range intercepts, ESSMs for close-in defense. Final layer of Phalanx close-in weapon system, 20 mm rotary cannons for terminal threats that penetrate missile defenses. Battle Management Network distributes targets between ships to prevent redundant engagements. Intercepts begin at 90 kilometers range and continue inward through multiple defensive layers. 13 missiles destroyed in flight. 1 Quadr missile, benefiting from terrain masking over Keshem Island that briefly blocked radar track, penetrates to 8 kilometers before ESSM intercept. Debris from destroyed missile impacts USS Laboon's forward section, causing superficial damage to radar array and minor casualties, 3 injured, none critical. Defensive ammunition expenditure, 41 missiles valued at approximately $58 million. Iranian strike package cost, $22 million. Cost exchange ratio favors Iran numerically but is strategically irrelevant. The destroyers survived. Iranian coastal batteries are now exposed. 2:47 p.m. F/A-18 strike fighters armed with AGM-88 HARM anti-radiation missiles and precision-guided munitions conduct suppression of enemy air defenses mission against Iranian coastal radar and missile sites. The batteries that launched the morning salvo are geolocated through backtracking missile trajectories. Strikes are surgical. Radar installations destroyed, launch vehicles disabled, ammunition bunkers cratered. Iranian air defenses do not contest the strikes. Iran's aging F-4 and F-14 fighter aircraft, maintained through sanctions and spare part shortages since 1979, are not committed. Air superiority remains uncontested in U.S. hands. By nightfall, August 22nd, Iranian offensive capability in the Strait has been degraded by approximately 60%, but the conflict has not concluded. IRGC Navy retains fast attack boats, mini-submarines, and dispersed missile launchers that evaded initial strikes. August 23rd, 4:20 a.m. Sonar contact. USS Laboon's towed array detects low-frequency signature consistent with diesel-electric submarine operating on battery power. Classification: probable Gay-Deer-class mini-submarine. Displacement 120 tons, crew 18, maximum depth 200 meters, armed with 2 533mm torpedoes. The Virginia-class attack submarine that has been operating patrol patterns southwest of the strike group triangulates contact using passive sonar. Range 12,000 meters, depth 180 meters. Target solution develops over 8 minutes of tracking. At 4:28 a.m., the Virginia-class boat fires one Mk-48 AD-cap heavyweight torpedo. Cost $3.8 million. Guidance: wire-guided with active passive sonar homing. Warhead: 295 kilograms high explosive. The Ghadir attempts evasive maneuvers, turns to mask propeller signature, decreases depth seeking thermal layers that might confuse sonar. But the Mk-48 is designed to hunt submarines. Its active sonar acquires target at 4,000 meters. Speed increases to 55 knots, faster than the mini-sub's maximum 11-knot submerged speed. Impact at 4:31 a.m. Detonation collapses pressure hull. The Ghadir sinks to seabed with all hands. 18 Iranian submariners lost in an engagement lasting less than 3 minutes. August 23rd, 6 p.m. Through back-channel diplomatic communications, Iran signals willingness to de-escalate under condition that U.S. forces do not enter Iranian territorial waters and commercial shipping traffic resumes without military harassment. U.S. Fifth Fleet agrees to maintain position outside 12 nautical mile territorial limit while enforcing freedom of navigation in international waters. Shooting stops. No formal ceasefire, no treaty, no declaration of victory. Just tactical pause that becomes operational standoff. August 24th, 11 a.m. International shipping resumes through the Strait of Hormuz under U.S. Navy escort. Oil prices, which spiked 14% during the 48-hour engagement, stabilize within 1 week. Iranian Revolutionary Guard issues statements claiming defensive victory against American aggression. U.S. Defense Department characterizes operations as measured response to unprovoked attacks on naval forces. What actually occurred was demonstration of asymmetric capability gap. Iranian doctrine relies on swarming tactics, anti-ship missiles, and operational surprise to offset technological inferiority. U.S. doctrine relies on sensor superiority, defensive depth, and precision strike to maintain sea control without attrition warfare. The outcome was never in doubt from force composition. USS Eisenhower's carrier air wing alone outmatches entire Iranian naval aviation. Aegis destroyers process threats faster than Iranian systems can generate them. Virginia-class submarines hunt in domains where Iranian boats cannot effectively defend themselves. But the strategic lesson is not about victory, it is about restraint. The U.S. did not strike inland targets, did not attempt regime change, did not expand conflict beyond immediate naval theater. Iran did not escalate to ballistic missiles, did not close the strait completely, did not activate proxy forces in neighboring countries. Both sides demonstrated capability while choosing not to pursue total escalation. This is what modern naval conflict looks like in an era of precision weapons and global economic interdependence, sharp, brutal, and deliberately limited. The Strait of Hormuz remains open. The oil flows, the warships patrol, and the mathematics of deterrence hold until they don't. Now, I want to hear from you. If you commanded the Iranian Navy in this scenario, what alternative tactics could have changed the outcome? Could distributed coastal defense have imposed higher costs on U.S. forces? Share your analysis in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow for more realistic military simulations and tactical breakdowns.